in my paper. They call me Big Dog riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time. So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. A fairly short kick from the 14, and it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Come on, set! Good, right there.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing, Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in week 2, into a great performance in week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. It's Young on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Panthers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing, is tough, NFL.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll throw again. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They begin on the ground with Kamara. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, here's Kamara. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep to Demir Bird. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On play action, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. They'll look to throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
19
Young looks to throw on 1st down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now. He's going to look deep for more. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really...
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down there by Terrace Marshall Jr., who was surprisingly sparingly used by Carolina's rookie season. They still see a starter that they took in the 2nd round, and they're certainly going to make him earn his reps in a deep receiver room.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First and 10, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Young. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check pass, check pass.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake, Young. Shark's got it, left side. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. The play fake, now Young. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Touchdown, Panthers! Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now. now on the final play. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Moore, the man in motion. Second and 13. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now a first down throw for Young. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second and 11. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Well, on first down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back to throw now on first down. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They go play action. Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Check contact, check contact.
In motion left here, Marshall. Fourth down, Young. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll look to throw here on first down. And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And Young's going to throw it here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 4. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, You both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
At my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard.